Can any more emphasis be placed on how important this aspect of the game is? And it doesn't just come overnight. It's not an aspect of the game that you can get up and learn how to execute just by looking or by feeling. There's going to be a part of the game where precision takes complete control. And so, of course, my main aim and focus, guys, is to walk you through what I've been through over the past 10 years in learning this particular system. Starting off with the fundamental concepts of one reel kicks and just using numerical applications to add a layer of precision. Now, last time on Apex Predator Billiards, we looked at the one reel system for kicking from the corner pocket to the corner pocket and from the corner pocket to the short reel, as well as from the short reel back to the corner pocket. And of course, you've seen how precise the system can be with just very basic application of math. So we're just going to continue that progress here, and we're going to be moving on to one of my favorite and the most accurate 3-cushion billiard systems that I've ever seen in my whole entire practicing. And I've been practicing kick systems for more than 10 years, and it has definitely done me quite a bit of justice. I've made lots of kick shots in terms of pocketing object balls, and I've got myself out of some really tight snookers using the system I'm going to show you today. Now, I would have already done this system on my channel on an 8-foot table, so definitely it is something that I would like you guys to watch. I'll leave a link pinned in the description box below for you, and you can see exactly how that system is applied. And as you see, this being displayed here on screen is just previews of our previous upload, which you would have seen a couple hours ago, or probably like about a day or so ago. Alright, so we're going to tap right in here and we're going to dive into the system. Be sure to follow me on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Of course, do not forget to hit the subscribe button below, turn on your post notification bell, leave some positive questions and comments down below, and do not forget to share this out to your pool community. So let's dive right on in here and look at another beautiful one reel kick system that will supercharge your game to the next level. Alright, so be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section, and let's dive right on in and advance our game to the next level. Let's get it. Let's go. So of course, in the last video you would have seen where just the basic application, mathematical applications of kicking an object ball from the corner pocket to any diamond requires just a basic form of addition, where you add the cue ball value to the object ball value and divide the answer by 2. Now here, what you see me demonstrating here on screen is of course one of my favorite systems. As I said before, it is the SID system. And so the diamond numbering is a little bit different, and it's kind of similar to the video. If you were able to watch the video that I did earlier on one reel kick systems, I would have used a different numerical value for this kick, but it more or less works out to be the same. So notice that I've placed my 3 ball, now my object ball there, to the first diamond that is from the corner pocket, and I've given it the value of 4.5. So how is that 4.5? I'm going to demonstrate to you here how I got 4.5. The first diamond is labeled 1, the second diamond is 2, and as you go down you're going to increase by increments of 5. So the first diamond here is 1, second diamond is 2, and then of course you have 2.5, the side pocket is 3, the diamond below the side pocket is 3.5, 4, 4.5, and of course the pocket that you're kicking at is going to be 5. So here you see where I'm aligning myself up, and I'm just showing you what can happen when you actually pick a diamond on the side rail. Now here you see that the cue ball is at pocket number 4. And why is that 4? Because each diamond on the short reel is labeled by increment of 1. So I'm aiming from diamond 4, and this is a very basic multiplication system. Here I want to contact 4.5, and of course 4.5 multiplied by 4 will give us 18. So 18 is 2 increments before 20, and that will get you into the trajectory of 4.5. Now again, as I demonstrated in my previous video, that my table plays a little bit short, so most of the time whatever value it is that you have calculated, you want to aim at least at one diamond or two diamond increments less than what you had calculated. So in order for me to get a flush hit onto that that 3 ball, that object ball there, you're going to see a couple of examples being demonstrated here. I'm going to be picking, say, diamond 17. Now here again, as I said, 4 multiplied by 4.5 is 18. Notice now where I'm aiming. So it's pretty difficult. I'm using the middle diamond as a reference, but if you don't hit it exactly, you're going to find that you are going to make the contact, right? Here you can see I aim exactly towards 18. Let's have a look here at where the cue ball hit. Boom, just a hair in front of 18, and that is enough to get you a good contact. Now if you're trying to make this shot, like I said, it's a very simple shot to make once you know the system. But the first rule of thumb when it comes to kicking is that you want to kick to make contact, as I've just done there. And you're going to see some successful shots with the calculations later on down into the video. But for now, guys, you always want to try to make legal contact here. Now again, based on the math, the cue ball should be heading towards 4.5, which means that it should come on the inside of the object ball and potentially pocketing the 3 here. Now again, let's focus on where you're aiming. It's a little bit challenging to see where it's aiming at. Notice in this example here, I aim from distance. Where I'm looking at, it's pretty hard to see the value 18. So notice here where I kind of miss hit. I hit exactly onto 18, which basically had me hitting the object ball on the left side. Now I could have scratched several things. You can see that it's heading exactly towards the pocket, but the object ball was obviously blocking half of the pocket, so no scratch. I made legal contact, but that's not what we want. The mathematics is supposed to carry us exactly towards 4.5. So based on my table, guys, and your table will play a little bit different, you want to ensure that you aim at least a diamond increment before the calculated value here. Notice where the cue ball hit. Boom, almost a full ball in front of the calculated value 18, which carried me exactly towards 4.5, which increased the potential of making this shot into the corner pocket. All right, so that's the idea, guys. All right, when you're playing on a slick table, a sliding cloth like the championship table, you may need to aim exactly at the diamond as opposed to aiming slightly in front of the diamond. But my table is a little bit short, so that's how you have to make the adjustment here. Again here, guys, whenever you're picking the diamond that you want the cue ball to head towards, try not to pick the diamond that is adjacent to the object ball. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see that I'm making a consistent error, right? Notice where I have my 3 ball that is adjacent to the second diamond. And so what I'm trying to do is that I'm calculating how I can make the shot. Now notice that my hand gestures there suggest that if I get the cue ball to head towards diamond 4, it potentially can come on the inside and cut the object ball into the corner. So now you can see the area I'm actually trying to pick a diamond that allows the cue ball to head towards the object ball. Remember that the first rule of thumb when it comes to kicking at an object ball is kick at the object ball to make contact. And if you slightly miss hit, you'll still make a touch, and if you hit it really good, you'll make the object ball into the corner pocket. So here I've chosen to pick the diamond 4.5 once again, and so I'm going to be aiming towards 18, and there you can see horribly missed that shot. These things can happen even when you do the calculations, because look at that, I aim exactly towards 18. More than a quarter of the ball is on 18. So with the speed and any additional variable can actually make you miss the shot. Now, one thing that I want to add before I forget, guys, is that I find that a lot of amateur players and even advanced players who are not very familiar with kicking systems, what they tend to do is that they tend to use spin, and this is where it gets really complicated, because on a full table kick, I personally have never needed to use spin unless the calculated path is blocked. Then once you have a clear path towards the object ball, you want to ensure that you do not use any form of side spin. And if you're going to be using spin based on the table condition that you're playing on, you don't want to use too much, you just want to use a here. That was a successful shot there. Notice that 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. 16 is 1 diamond increment away from the middle, but notice where the cue ball hit, just right in front of 16. That's a full ball in front of 15, in front of 16, which basically is that you're aiming at 15, and it just went on the inside. And fortunately for me in this kick here, the shot was made. And these things are going to happen once you spend time with the precision application of your kick, and you're gonna see a few more successful ones as well. All right, so like I said, guys, there are many systems that are out there for one rail kick, but you have to choose the one that resonates with you very well. I use a variety of systems. Now, do I actually calculate when I'm in my matches? I'm gonna let you know a little bit later down into the video. Now, for this one here, exactly, this one was a very tricky one. A lot of persons, a lot of pool players tend to find this shot very tricky. Now, with a little bit of math, as you can see here, I picked the diamond 3.5. That's a good kick there. I picked the diamond 3.5, and again I'm aiming from the corner pocket. So mathematically, 4 multiplied by 3.5 is 14, and once again there you can see, just like before, this kick is mainly successful once you aim at least a ball in front of the calculated value. So if you calculate 14, you want to try to aim at 13. Well, at least on my table, on a slick table or a sliding cloth, if you aim at 14, the slide will actually head in towards the direction of the object ball. So you guys have to let me know what is it that you had to do when you were practicing, or when you are practicing this kick here. Now, I've chosen to do another example, which is going to be a little bit wild. Now, nothing is wrong. I missed the kick here, but nothing really went wrong. I actually, if you notice here on the replay, that I kicked towards the 14, boom, just in front, but that's that's almost like a complete ball. Slight hair difference between where I was aiming, and it headed towards 3.5. It's just that picking 3.5 there would not have been the calculated value there if we're talking about absolute precision. So I missed the kick, but nothing was wrong with where I aimed. I simply didn't aim exactly where I needed to here. So in this example here, again, 4 multiplied by 3.5 is 14. Notice here in this example, I hit again. Notice that a piece of the ball is just on the value 14, so I'm aiming at about 13.5, maybe 13 there or thereabout, and you're going to get a full hit and potentially making these shots. All right, so you see that the math works, guys. Even if you're not able to calculate the value, you at least can do a very basic calculations and do some parallel shifting, and of course some little finer adjustments here. Now, I'm almost sure that you guys are going to be asking me, what if the object ball is not on the rail? How do you actually use the SID system to kick? So here I'm going back to the original addition system here. Now I'm not kicking at the side rail. So now notice that I've moved my diamond value from being 1, 2, 3, 4 to now 10, 20, 30, 40. And once again here, I'm just going to be adding. So now, because I'm kicking towards the short rail, bear in mind that my object ball now that I'm kicking at is now increasing by diamond, also an increment of 10. So here, I'm trying to get the cue ball to head towards 5. That is in between the first diamond and the pocket. So when I add 40 to 45, I got 40 to 5. I got 45 divided by 2. I got 22.5. Notice where the cue ball hit. Look at the marker, 22.5, and I aim just in front again. So I'm aiming probably about, in this case here, I aim towards 20, it so appears to be. And notice that it hit the left side of the 6, which is exactly what the freeze frame showed you prior to me executing the shot. So you definitely know that the math is indeed powerful. Again, if you're not able to do quick math in your mind, you can still use the system as a reference point for your aiming here. I maybe thought that my camera camera storage was running out, so I had to quickly check to see if everything is still intact. Kind of moving a little bit fast, but nevertheless here I'm going to try to complete the video for you here. Now we have a ball that is very close to the side pocket here, and potentially if you kick this good, you can kick it into the side. I've made these shots several times over. Now watch here where I did. Notice where the fire ball is, and notice the diamond that I picked. I pick a diamond that is almost below where. So notice I'm not picking the diamond that is adjacent to my object ball. I'm picking a diamond that is below the object ball. So I want the cue ball to head towards that diamond and potentially making that kick. And there you can see that was a really good kick. The flush hit. Now remember guys, we're not focusing on the kick safe aspect of the game here. We're focusing on finding the trajectory towards the ball so that you never have to miss a kick here. Now again, in this example here, 4 multiplied by 3.2, that was a horrible kick. I deserve to miss the shot. That was way off target. And again, sometimes guys, when you're aiming, because you're not aiming towards the diamond, it can be very difficult to see. Here I barely missed. Notice where I hit just slightly in front of the 12. So obviously based on my table, that's not going to do me any justice. I needed to aim just here, or actually right exactly at 12. And again, notice here 4 times 3 is 12, but 4 times 3, 3.2 is 12.8. So if you're talking about precision, just a millimeter. Notice how close that cue ball missed the fire ball. That was just simply all it takes to miss the shot. So you've got to be precise, and you've got to trust and believe in the system to get exact results like that there. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial video. You can check out the older version of this video which I had uploaded on my channel. That's the kick system. I'll leave a link pinned in the description box below, and you can check that out. All right, do not forget to hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell, and I'll see you next time in more kick videos, more kick systems here on the APB channel. Until then, take care. Bye bye.